For 70 years, the public understanding of unidentified flying objects has been defined by a specific set of barriers: heavily redacted documents, whispers from military insiders, and grainy videos where the subject is almost impossible to identify. This era of ambiguity met a surge of hard data in 2004 during the Nimitz carrier group encounter off the coast of California. Navy pilots flying FA-18F Super Hornets tracked an unidentified anomalous phenomenon, or UAP, using the advanced AT-FIR infrared targeting system. The data recorded a series of anomalies that challenged standard physics. The objects demonstrated extreme accelerations without thermal exhaust, produced no sonic booms at high speeds, and lacked any visible control surfaces or means of propulsion. To see the gap between this and our own technology, look at an F-35 fighter jet, which maintains structural integrity up to 13.5 Gs. Calculations from the Nimitz encounter suggest the UAP pulled hundreds of G-forces. Moving a 1-ton craft with that level of performance would require between 1 and 9 gigawatts of power. Based on the military's own radar and infrared data, these objects exhibit capabilities that do not match any technology currently in the public domain. However, this 70-year archive of military evidence contains a massive structural weakness. The data is entirely fragmented and uncalibrated. Sensors like the AT-FLAR pod were engineered for a singular tactical purpose: to track and shoot down enemy combatants. They were never designed to capture the rigorous measurements required for scientific research. When an anomaly appears on a pilot screen, we rarely have the accompanying metadata to verify it. We lack a calibrated baseline of the local environmental conditions and the multi-sensor verification needed for a high-confidence analysis. While the accounts from military aviators are often detailed and compelling, they remain anecdotal. Without reproducible, hard data, these events cannot move from mystery to scientific fact. The primary obstacle is the data itself: decades of uncalibrated, fragmented measurements that make a definitive scientific conclusion impossible. A government mandate has recently shifted the approach to these encounters, moving UAP research out of classified silos and into a framework of public transparency. The Department of Defense established the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO, to systematically process and analyze every available report using a scientific lens. Between 2021 and 2024, AARO applied a rigorous filter to hundreds of backlogged cases to determine which anomalies survived scrutiny. The results showed most unexplained phenomena were mundane. This chart of AARO's closed cases reveals 70% of sightings were ordinary balloons. The remaining slices follow suit. Drones accounted for 16%, while birds and satellites made up the rest. By establishing a baseline of normal sky traffic, a mountain of unknowns quickly shrinks into a highly manageable set of data. We can see the danger of uncalibrated data by examining the famous Go Fast Navy video. While the video implies immense velocity, on-screen data reveals an optical illusion, the parallax effect. Using the jet's altitude, airspeed, and camera angles, trigonometry proved the object moved just 390 meters in 22 seconds. Its actual speed was roughly 40 miles per hour. This forensic approach also extends to physical evidence, including metallic fragments allegedly recovered from crashes in 1947 and the 1990s. Testing at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory confirmed that these alien metals were actually ordinary magnesium and aluminum alloys used in common industrial applications. Even the rumored DHS program KONA BLUE, often cited as a cover for non-human biologics, was investigated. It was actually a pitch for a special access program that was never approved, funded, or formally established. When subjected to rigorous material science and trigonometry, the most sensational UAP lore consistently resolves into ordinary reality. To identify real anomalies, NASA has launched a new, transparent strategy to understand the skies. The core directive is to map the normal. Before we can identify an outlier, we must first have a perfect understanding of our own atmosphere and environmental conditions. NASA is leveraging its fleet of Earth-observing satellites, including the Aqua and Terra missions, to retroactively analyze the conditions present during reported UAP events. By integrating the FAA's commercial aviation logs, NASA is effectively turning civilian air traffic into a massive, standardized sensor network. This integration creates a highly calibrated planet-wide net where true anomalies cannot help but expose themselves. Scientists can then use artificial intelligence to scan this massive influx of data and extract potential signals from the background of noise and clutter. The current official scientific conclusion is consistent. While a small percentage of UAP remain unexplained, there is zero evidence of extraterrestrial origins or secret technological breakthroughs by adversaries. High-resolution tracking and open-source data are replacing the reliance on grainy fighter jet footage and classified rumors. The truth about UAPs will not be found in a classified vault. It will emerge through the open, relentless application of the science.